today I want to talk about some self-care strategies, and specifically I would like to talk about reading, and even more specifically reading self-help books. So why reading? Well, I mean reading is really good for our brains in general. If you don't like reading, I get it. This is not like you have to read in order to have some self-care. This is for people definitely who enjoy reading, maybe feel like they're not getting quite enough in. I know sometimes when we have chronic illness, chronic pain, or mental health issues, it's hard to do all of the things that we would like to do. And sometimes we're like, don't have enough energy, can't read so much, or, maybe we're avoiding reading for a variety of different reasons. I totally get it. Sometimes even just spending like 5 minutes on an activity you enjoy, if reading is one of them, can be really, really helpful. So it's not even like you have to spend a lot of time. Sometimes I just try to read like a chapter of a book in a day. And sometimes that's okay, right? As far as self-help books go, though, I think there are a variety of different types that can be really helpful. So you can do something that's like more traditional self-help. So like a couple that I have in my personal library, You Are a Badass. This one, you can read it yourself. I'm not going to swear on here. They are more traditional self-help. Like they give you a lot of strategies. Very, very cool. I've been in the process of writing a self-help book for a while. Going through some struggle with it because as I grow, I want to change how it is. But anyways, that's not what this is about. So you can do like traditional self-help. You can do something that's more like a memoir. It's also great to read. It's something like Tuesdays with Morrie. It's a fantastic book. I would classify it as a memoir, though it is the memoir of the person who's interviewing Morrie. Anyways, haven't read it. It's great, especially for people with chronic illness. Really can help with kind of looking at more in life. Same with Man's Search for Meaning is another great one by Viktor Frankl. Again, it's more of a memoir. It's not really a self-help book, but a lot of self-help can come from it, and can kind of help lead you on different paths or help with mindset, stuff like that. You can also another type of non-traditional self-help would be something like Jean-Paul Sartre's Existentialism is Humanism. Just kind of gives you a different view of the world, maybe something a little outside your traditional mindset. So again, just kind of getting your mind to maybe look at different things or view the world a little differently, which can be helpful when you have a chronic pain or chronic illness condition and you're really struggling. And then kind of my last type of self-help book that I'm going to recommend is something like When the Body Says No by Gabor Mate, or the Bessel van der Kolk's The Body Keeps the Score. So these are more like researchy based, so they but use a lot of like anecdotes. He tells a lot of stories about patients he's had, and kind of mixes it in with the research. So this can just give more general understanding, kind of what I would call like psychoeducation, but can be very helpful just to recognize different things within yourself, and maybe send you down a path to get therapy or counseling or some other type of self-help. So definitely some different options for you when it comes to self-help books. Again, you don't have to put your pressure on yourself to read the whole thing in a day. A chapter a day can be, totally enough, or even a chapter over a few days, right? Go with what is helpful for you. Again, I think that, that intellectual self-care that you can get from this, and sometimes emotional self-care that you can get from self-help books, is really, really important. And that way we can keep making the most of it. Everybody, take care.